The Mr. Meat 2 pre-registrations are finally out. It looks good. It looks great. I like the new artwork. I think this is going to be good. So we're going to start with the pre-registration tweet. Keplerians posted, "The moment has finally come. The scary butcher's on the loose. Meat emoji." I love how they have the exact emoji that is his weapon. Pre-register now and get a special reward. What do you think that reward is? I don't know. But this is the picture. And the picture looks good. Okay? So it's clearly done in a prison. And it's going to be based in a prison. And he looks way creepier. Mr. Meat 1 looked kind of goofy, okay? He was more of cartoony. This is like in the middle of scary / cartoony. I think it's going to be good. Let's get to the pre-registration stuff because that's where we're going to find the story. That is where we're going to get the pictures. Hopefully there's good pictures. I think there should be. Oh, I love the icon. Icon looks great. There's no pictures, is there? Oh, no, there is. Wait. So we're going to start with the pictures first, okay? So we got this teaser. They actually posted this, I think it was last Saturday. And I didn't do anything because it's like, hey, look, it's a prison. But we know it's a prison. So I figured let me wait for more teasers before we make a video. And now it's making it into this pre-registration video. So it's Western Correctional Institution, Nebraska Division of Correction. That's all we know. We know it's in Nebraska, in the States, and that is everything. And then this is the picture that they used for the Twitter post, okay? So it's kind of like the mess hall, like the place where the prisoners eat. And they got a vending machine that we're probably gonna have to find stuff with and do stuff with these puzzles. There's microwaves around. The thing is flipped. The table has flipped, which makes me feel like it's part of a prison break. Maybe. I could be that. Please give us some more pictures. No, we don't. We don't get more. We get cropped versions of the pictures. That is it for pictures. Okay, now we go to the description. After the terrible events on Mr. Meat's property, the butcher was captured and locked up in the state prison. After several years, the day of his execution has arrived. Oh, relatives and acquaintances have gathered to witness his end and close that chapter of their lives. However, Mr. Meat does not give up and has prepared a surprise for them. Live again the horror of Mr. Meat Saga, a much more raw and bloody experience than the rest of the Keplerians games. So this is gonna be their scary hardcore game. Clearly. Play as one of the characters who was involved in the events that led Mr. Meat to prison. It has to be Rebecca. It has to be Rebecca. Explore an entirely new scenario by searching for one of the multiple escape routes. So that means we get multiple escape routes, which is great. Available as you flee from Mr. Meat and his cronies, so he has allies with him, while solving new puzzles. Pre-register now and be the first to play Mr. Meat 2, plus you'll get a special prize when the game is released. Okay, so what did we get from that? We actually got so much from that, okay? We know that this is going to be a hardcore Keplerians game, okay? Ice Cream is more of a kid-friendly game. Evil Nun was dark, but went a bit lighter, but the story is dark, so it's like a mix of both. Mr. Meat is clearly not the kid-friendly one, and that's what they're showing here right now. It shows Mr. Meat Saga a much more raw and bloody experience than the rest of the Keplerians games. So like I was saying before with the picture, the art style, it changed a bit, okay? He was goofy with his whole tongue thing, and it's going to be different now. So basically, we know it is years into the future, and it is going to be based in Nebraska, so the Mr. Meat game was based in Nebraska, and it was years after the Mr. Meat 1 game, okay? So he is about to be executed. It's over. Mr. Meat is going to die. But he springs a trap, and he captures whatever he's supposed to capture. I'm assuming Rebecca. It shows relatives and acquaintances have gathered to witness his end. So that would be Rebecca, the scientist. I think that's all we have right now. Maybe somebody else, I'm not sure. But he basically comes out and it's going to be like a prison break. And he has cronies, which means he has allies with him, which is going to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to be similar to Sister Madeline's Chickens, that he has a pig inside the jail with him. Maybe, I don't know yet. We're going to have to find out. But the pre-registration is on App Store right now. We have an idea of when the game is coming out. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for this release date, placeholder release date? Mr. Meat 2 is supposed to come out on July 15th, 2022. So we still have like almost 3 months, okay? 3 months until Mr. Meat 2 is supposed to be coming out. These dates are never exact, but it's usually closer to that date anyway. And my theory is that Horror Brawl Season 3 is not going to be Mr. Meat. I feel like it's not going to be Mr. Meat because it doesn't make sense them putting all their effort into doing something for Mr. Meat when Mr. Meat 2 is coming out. So they'll have so much more content to use for Horror Brawl in 3 months, which means Season 4, I believe, will be a Mr. Meat based season. Season 3, I have no idea. They could go back to Sister Madeline because of Evil Nun Rush coming out. They could do more stuff there. And they also still have to release Liz and Mike, which most probably is going to happen in Season 3 of Horror Brawl. So I think that the Mr. Meat season is not going to be Season 3. It's going to be Season 4. But this is, again, my theory. I have no idea. Before we end it, there's also multiple escape routes. So I would assume you run away in a cop car, possibly a helicopter, okay? Because I think there are helicopters on jail correction facilities, I think. Maybe. We're going to have to find out when Mr. Meat releases in July. So pre-register now, so you get whatever mystery thing that you're supposed to get with a pre-registration, and it shows how much you actually like Mr. Meat. I think this is a good idea. I think them changing the style of Mr. Meat is better because it separates it from Psychopath Hunt, okay? Because it still has that idea around there. And I think they just want to rip it out and get as far away as they can from it. And it means that there is a kid-friendly game, Ice Cream, a medium kid-friendly game, which is Evil Nun, and Mr. Meat. This is not going to be kid-friendly, or it's going to be scarier. We are going to have to find out. Anyways, for now, I'm going to have to end this here. I hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Niflick!